I can throw this up on the video. Bluetooth headset. Okay. What? Yeah, because then you guys can see it again and again. All right, so has everyone finished question 1? 1A? Okay, so question 1A from the textbook. B? Okay. B then. Okay, so we know that that line and that line is parallel, and these two are parallel. And what does that look like? It's a square that's been squished, right? So we know that inside they all have to be 360 degrees, because using our rule of 180 times n minus 2, there's 4 sides, 180, 4 minus 2, 180 times 2 gives us 360. Okay, so this is how I know what the angles are on the inside of this system. So now, what they're saying is we don't know what these angles are, but we know that this angle here is going to be B. This one here is going to be C, 5A, and 4A. Because I'm recording it all, and I can throw it up on the website, so when you're studying for your test, you guys can come back and watch the explanation again. Yeah. And you can hear me. Can you hear me? I don't know. We can check that later. Actually, I haven't played those in years. I don't have time. So if this is a parallel line here, right, and you're saying that these, with this one, right, those are our two sets of parallel lines, then if we're talking about these divisions here, this set of, this set of parallel lines and then these two divisions, what do you wind up knowing about those two sets of angles there? Okay, great, guys. Yes, you might hear yourself on YouTube, but the point is, what are these two angles? How are they related?
4A and B are equal. I don't know that for sure.
Okay, let's take one then, okay? So this here will take us a line that's splitting these two parallel lines. So these would be alternate interior angles. B plus C have to be 180 degrees, right? Now, these ones here are going to be alternate interior angles. Okay? So now I got to start trying to figure this out into terms where I can start solving for one at a time. So if I'm looking at this, I know this one here is going to be 180 degrees. And I know that that there is an A and that's an A. So why don't we just start trying to solve for that? So 5 plus 4, as we've drawn them here, will be 9A equals 180 degrees. Divide by 9, divide by 9. A equals 20. Okay? So now here, if I want to try and figure out what 5A is, so 5A is going to be 5 times 20, or 100 degrees, and over here, 4A will be 4 times 20, or 80 degrees. So now I know this one's 80 degrees, and I know this one is 100 degrees. Okay? So that's how that all works out. Now, if I start looking at this here, I know that these here, if I take, let's draw them back in again. if I take this now as my set of parallel lines, and this here is the one that's cutting them or bisecting those parallel lines, I know that C and 4A have to be 180 as well, right? Because I've just redefined, like I did last time, these are now my parallel lines, this one here and this one here. So these are my new sets of interior lines, this one here and this one here. So this is just going to be 180 degrees is equal to C plus 4A. 180 degrees is equal to C plus, I already know 4A, it's 80 degrees. Is going to be equal to C. So that's just going to be 100 degrees. And if you notice the pattern that we've been doing, if I now go back and say this is now the set of parallel lines I'm looking at, and this is the one that's bisecting it, these will be interior angles, or I can use this that I figured out, where B plus C equals 180. If C is 100 degrees, B must wind up being 80 degrees. Okay? So that's what you're doing. You're just kind of rearranging a bunch at a time. So that was example 1B from chapter review.